Hello everyone, I'm Rebecca from Game Aberdeen.
And I'm Pip from Game Doncaster.
And we're back at it with Bowman's on Sharp TV.
So we're going to be discussing what happened today. So that's Tuesday with Nintendo.
Whee!
Yeah.
Exciting stuff to start with.
Yeah, they opened really, really differently.
Yeah.
No, it caught me completely off guard.
I know.
It was.
So strange.
The death metal music.
Death metal music and machines.
I know.
Yeah.
Machines.
Good combo.
Robots, lasers,
But
hack and
the
slash.
game is called Daemon X Machina.
Yeah.
So that'll be kind of interesting to play when it comes to battling robots and stuff. But didn't really see what else was obviously going to be added to it.
No,
but
I hope that
obviously
music
seeing-
kind of carries on in the game to some
Yeah,
extent at least.
That would be really
like,
cool.
especially if you're like in battle or something to keep tempo with. Would be
Yeah.
really cool.
I kind of thought it looked like the Labo game, the Robot Labo one. They're kind of fighting. You guys seen them?
I haven't seen
Robot
that.
one?
I haven't seen
Yeah.
Maybe just like a wee bit more intense, but it was okay.
Just a smidge.
just
Quite
a little
a
bit.
little
Just a
bit. But yeah, definitely. That was a crazy entrance to the opening of that.
Yeah, I think it was definitely a strong start from
Starting
them.
hard. Hardcore.
Yeah.
Hardcore for them.
And they said that was coming 2019 as well.
Yes, exclusively to Switch as
Yeah.
well, which is
Nice.
awesome.
So that should be good. So another one that's always struck a chord with a lot of people in Nintendo is obviously Xenoblade.
Yeah.
So they announced Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the Golden Country.
Which is coming out September 2018, so not very long to wait for the people that are interested in Xenoblades already. So
Yeah, I think they've
Good
always
follow-up.
had quite a big following. I think
Yeah.
it's a game that, in a bit of information for it that people have been expecting for a long time. So
definitely.
it wasn't exactly a surprise, but it was still nice to hear about.
I think it'll be really cool that it is coming to Switch as well, because obviously a lot of the fan bases just played it on DS.
Well, I mean,
so
it was a big thing when it came out on the newer 3DS.
yeah.
Everyone went crazy for that, so Switch just seems like a natural.
yeah.
Yeah, they seem to be pushing a lot of stuff towards Switch, and it's becoming.
Well, it's an incredible console.
Yeah, for
so-
sure.
It looks powerful
Yeah.
from what it is, so yeah,
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
I mean, when you think of all the ones that from the other conferences that we've already spoken about that are,
They're
that are
already coming out
Switch,
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
along with obviously the ones that have been
Yeah,
mentioned
it's a lot.
today.
Yeah, so much support from publishers.
I think I
and stuff.
mentioned
nice.
in the last TMI as well that it's nice to see that they have like a lot of games coming to it as well.
Yes.
Because obviously we've got big titles like Xenoblade, we've got some more of the indie titles which we'll go on to a bit later on, but it's nice to see.
You've
it
got some
mix.
big titles coming in as
Yeah.
well, which we will be mentioning.
The
Yeah.
next one.
Next one, personal favourite,
Uh-huh.
as people may notice from a
Tell me.
beautiful Cartnado. But yeah, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Obviously, it's already been mentioned a bit. People already knew it was coming.
People knew it was coming, yeah.
So it's not as though it's a massive surprise, but the fact it's November 16th still is
Yeah.
amazing for me.
I know.
Mhm.
I
The
think
fact
a
that
lot of
it's that
people
soon.
were kind of hyping up more for the main game Pokemon, but I
Yeah.
think this will be a nice different to like. To
Yeah,
obviously
it's
the
kind
old-
of. I think it is a game on its own, though. It's not just a filler game. It's not just something to tide us over. It is
Oh,
a game
it's
in its own
definitely
right.
not
Yeah.
The fact that it's merged Pokemon Go, which has become a phenomenon by itself, with the main franchise, is going to get so many more new players in. I think it's incredible.
Yeah, and obviously the Poke Park as well. Like, it showed a little bit of the
Oh
Poke
yeah,
Park and
yeah,
all that
the
sort of
Pokemon Go
stuff.
Park.
So taking your Pokemon from Pokemon Go and transferring it to Poke Park, and then what we've seen as well towards the after the conference, obviously.
Yeah,
we
with
watched
the little board afterwards.
Yeah, we were watching the fact that you could catch the Pokemon from the Poke Park as well, which
is
is
something that was
interesting.
been making me nervous since they mentioned
Yeah.
it, because I needed that in my life.
So if you've caught obviously legendaries and shinies and all that sort of stuff in the Pokemon Go game already, it'll be interesting to obviously
I
take
wonder
them
if they
into
will
your...
have some kind of limitation, because obviously, say if you've just started off in the game,
Yeah.
haven't even got a gym badge yet,
Yeah,
you're
and
just
then
kind
you
of
get
like
like a...
rocking up with a
Just straight
hoe.
in there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
hi
Catch
Brock,
everything.
how you doing?
Yeah, there might
You
be some
mind.
limitations to that then. It'll be interesting to see obviously
No, I mean,
what they do with that.
Obviously, the fact that it's going back to like Pokemon Yellow, the same kind of structure. Obviously, there's gym badges. There'll be level caps in the sense that obviously you can only control a Pokemon so high. So I don't know whether it'll fall under that.
Yeah, how did you guys feel about the whole wild encounters? Obviously, you can see them now,
Yeah.
which is
I
really
like the
different.
fact you
Battling
can
them.
see them, although, as I mentioned when I was watching it, I still don't understand, obviously, the little shiny lines
Yeah,
going
they have,
around,
like,
the blue and the
wing
red. I don't know if that's
rings.
got something to do with the candy aspect,
Mhm.
because obviously going
be.
back
Yeah.
to the Pokemon Go Park, obviously you can transfer them across, but another thing that it's taken from Pokemon Go is the fact that when you do catch multiples of Pokemon, you can still transfer them,
Yeah.
but instead of getting candy for that specific Pokemon, it's for a stat instead.
Yeah, so like
So you got health
HP
boost,
and-
defense, attack. So I don't know whether blue is potentially defense, red is potentially attack. You might get
Could
extra
mean
candy
that
because they might be
they're-
higher level,
Yeah.
or
It could be a level indicator.
yeah,
Yeah, it
m-
could
Like
be
it could
the
mean
very
this is a
more
higher
difficult
level than
to
what you've
catch.
Yeah,
got
of
before.
course, yeah.
like the red ring on Pokemon Go when you're trying to catch a difficult, like high
Yeah.
CP Pokemon.
Yeah.
So that'll be quite cool. Although you do have the help of a buddy if you've got a friend of Rooney,
Yeah.
because you can
a friend of
Rooney.
Rooney.
Because you can pop in with co-op battle and when you're walking around and catching as well. So if you've got, I'm assuming if you've got, like say, a really difficult Pokemon that you need in your life, obviously someone can just pop on with the Joy-Con, literally teleport straight into the game
And both
and
of
help
can
you catch it.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's going to work in terms of the catch rate, if it's going to make it more difficult to even it out,
Yeah.
or if it is going to make it that bit easier to try and catch those
I wonder
difficult
what they're
ones.
going to do with the battling aspect of that though, because obviously as we'd seen after,
Yeah.
it was like you could have your friend, but you were still battling one Pokemon trainer, and it was
Yeah.
kind of like, is this fair?
Beating up all the kids,
It
you
was
know,
all the-
being friendly.
Yeah, all the battles we saw were NPCs in the actual game, weren't they? And
Yeah.
then outside it was just your friends, wasn't it?
Yeah, but then it
Yeah.
was like 2 against
Although I was very
Mm.
happy that they didn't, in my eyes, didn't kind of overplay that.
Mhm.
So when he obviously got to the gym battle, when we were watching the board afterwards,
Yeah.
they were showing obviously Pewter City, Brock, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the gym leaders. Obviously, that second person cannot enter that battle with you
Yeah.
because it's a gym battle. It's
Yeah,
a
of
story-driven battle that's so important. And I like the fact that they've kept that
Oh yeah.
as it is.
Because you don't want to take the experience away from
Exactly.
the single player.
Because I mean,
it, so.
anyone who's played Pokemon or knows the Pokemon franchise knows that, to some extent anyway, that grinding for your XP, that connection with your Pokemon is important. I mean, the fact you can turn around and have a chat with them. I mean, one bit that was really cute is when they turned around and he spoke to his Charmander, and it said that the Charmander was really happy that he'd won
I
his battle, which I
know.
thought was adorable.
It was adorable.
That lit my heart a little bit.
I would literally just be spamming the talking button to all of my
Speak
Pokemon.
to me, speak to me.
Yeah.
Like,
Just talk
Charmander
to
is getting
me
annoyed with you.
all the
Charmander does not
time.
want to speak anymore.
Yeah. One thing that I thought was really cool is with the Pokeball Plus accessory as well. If you get it, you do actually get the Mew.
You get Mew
exclusive
inside
to
the
it.
game, yeah.
Yeah,
Which
not
is-
to mention the fact, the idea of taking your Pokemon around with you is beyond amazing.
Putting
know.
your little Pokemon into a little bowl.
Yeah, and hearing it.
And I feel that it'll actually be safe, not like my Tamagotchi that just died.
Yeah.
I don't think you got to feed it.
Oh.
and you can
Exactly.
play
I
with
feel
it.
sorry
Or even
for
though I
it,
presume you will.
I'm just going to be annoying everyone by shaking it, so I'm like, speak to me, speak
I
to
think
me.
you'll give it
Yeah.
more attention than your Tamagotchi.
Or you
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, I definitely will, yeah. Tamagotchi forgotten about. Pokemon and a ball.
But no, that's
Up
gonna
there
be
with the
really
pets.
cool. That's going to be really cool, especially
No.
because they're
Yeah.
giving the bonus of obviously Mew as well. Like
That's
a lot of
crazy.
people are going to
Mhm.
jump all over that.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I love Mew.
Yeah.
Mew's probably my favourite Pokemon.
That's another thing, obviously, the graphics
It's a fan favourite,
for
isn't it?
Mew and the rest are just stunning.
Mm-hmm.
They've-
They look so smart.
They've just gone above and beyond. The steps they've taken with the previous games, obviously with Pokemon Go, with the fact they've managed to merge the perfect style for it.
Yeah,
It looks
definitely.
amazing. Even the small, like little tiny cinematic cutscenes when you enter villages, things like that, they've kept in to keep it true to how it
Yeah.
was.
Mhm.
I know, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I think I'm going to get the Eevee one though. I think I'm going to, because I love
Ooh.
Eevee. So.
I love the fact that Eevee just like chills on your head.
I know. And then Pikachu.
It's when Pikachu
Pikachu's on
started
his
wagging
shoulder
there
with
at
his
one
tail.
point.
Yeah, his wagging his little
Aw.
tail.
I like the
No.
that's another thing. I like the fact that obviously they keep in with the variants as well of
Mhm.
obviously the female one, the male one.
And
So it'd be
the bit-
nice to see at the start if
The bit
depends
where
on the
like he
gender.
pulled out
Mhm.
his Onyx as well, and then he was just riding his Onyx.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah, you can ride your
massive.
Pokemon, yeah.
don't
He was
even.
just
I
like-
absolutely lost my mind.
Like going around.
Although I'm
like,
Goodness
probably
sake
going to
as
be
well.
pulling out that Magikarp and letting it just flippy flop. behind me.
people
Bless.
Take your time.
They went to like pull along on a wee string
Yeah.
or a cart.
Like
Poor
a fishing
Magikarp.
rod. It's a bit
Yeah.
harsh actually. That's a bit
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
Take that back.
Poor guy.
Moving on, obviously we have Super Mario Party, which
Yeah.
was
They look fun.
I
I
love
think a lot of
Super
people
Mario
would have
Party.
been really, really happy about this
Mhm.
actually, because
Oh,
a party game with friends again.
Yeah.
I love this.
And obviously with your Joy-Cons and all that, I think it's going to be
I
really,
love
really
how
good.
interactive
Mhm.
Nintendo are.
That's what I mean.
It's just
They
crazy.
cater to obviously playing with family and all that sort of stuff a lot.
Yeah.
Which
It was
is-
so nice like seeing like the Switches join up because like how many of us
That's
have got
insane.
our Switches with
Yeah.
us? We could have been playing it
I
already.
know. Just
God.
like
I
I
like
really
the way
like that.
there
The
was
fact
cer-
you can
there
do
was
it in
certain
different
games.
positions as well.
Mhm.
I wanna
Yeah,
know
there
how
was
many
certain
you can
games
fit
you
together.
could
Yeah.
link the actual consoles
I think at some
together on
point
the
I
screen.
Next world record.
I think next time
Yeah.
we're here, I think what we should do, we should
Oh.
get everybody in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
building
yeah.
to bring their Switches if they have one, and
Oh
then
my
see
gosh.
how
See how
That's
many
so
you can link
we can
together.
do. I think
Yeah.
that would be really, really cool.
It was such a nice touch that I didn't see
Mhm.
happening
It was just when they were moving, they were like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like, how many times are you
wow.
going to move it around? You can see it on the
Yeah.
table. What are you doing?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I
it's
don't
just
understand.
it's always been a fun game though, hasn't it?
But that's out
No.
on October
Party
5th,
games, yeah.
2018.
Which will be nice for everybody getting the like pre-Christmas gifts,
Yeah.
playing with the family.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
around obviously
Mhm.
Christmas time as well. Obviously, they're going to play
Festive
it
time
before
game.
Christmas.
Well, you know, Halloween present.
Yeah,
maybe, I
well,
don't know.
yeah. They should do that. They
Too
should
right.
I like Halloween.
buy me a Halloween present.
Yeah,
please.
exactly.
Thank you.
We should
We
start it.
reciprocate each other. I'll buy you, you buy me.
Yeah.
I need
Can
to switch
we do
those so
that?
you,
Can we do that?
you can sort that.
Personally, I don't know how I feel about it because I'm quite competitive when it comes
Oh,
to
no,
games
gosh,
like
Can we
that.
do that though? Going back, can we do that?
What?
This one needs to happen.
What?
It needs to happen.
Halloween present.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Don't
Don't-
ruin this for me.
Don't let it be a
As long as
thing,
I get my
please.
Metro in February.
You're getting your Metro, I
Only the
think.
merch though, remember?
Merch, not the game.
But yeah, I'm quite competitive when it comes to party games and stuff.
I am, but
so-
I love them so much.
I'm probably
They've
gonna-
always been such a fun game that you can play over and over,
Mhm.
and I've just never got bored of it at all.
Mhm.
No.
Oh, it's
And anyone,
great.
anyone
I'm
can
just
pick
so
it up. That's the
happy.
thing. You haven't got to be like a game fanatic to pick it up. Anyone
No,
can pick up it and
exactly.
play,
Yeah.
which is great.
It is, like you said, like it's very, very family orientated in
Yeah.
the sense that literally anyone can play with you,
Mhm.
whether they're someone who plays games non-stop or doesn't touch them at all.
Yeah.
It's so easy, so fun, so interactive
Mhm.
that it just catches your attention and you're hooked.
Which is
Yeah.
something Nintendo does quite well.
Oh,
Mhm.
definitely.
It will be good indeed.
It will.
Well, similarly to obviously Xenoblade having such a massive following, another one that wasn't that much of a surprise but also really nice to see
Mhm.
was Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
That was 3 Houses, so that's been announced for spring 2019.
Mhm.
Yep.
So we didn't see a great deal of information for it, unfortunately,
No.
but
No.
once again, it's something that I think everyone's kind of suspected has been in the works for a
Yeah, I
while.
mean their fan base will just be excited whatever they bring out when
There's
it comes
such
to do with
beautiful
Fire
games
Emblem.
as well. The art style's just incredible.
Mhm.
The obviously we've got the voice acting on there, the actual
Yeah.
combat.
Yeah.
It is just a stunning game.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Even if you're not that big into the storytelling games, they're so amazing even just to watch.
Yeah.
But then you've also got the announcement of Fortnite coming to the Switch.
Yeah,
Fortnite coming to the Switch, which is available now.
I'm
I think
hyped.
everyone
it's the fact
expected
it's
it.
available
I'm
now.
sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
It's available now. Like, you know, they just come in and they go, oh, and it's available now.
we should have left that till last. Everyone's gonna like wander off.
Everyone's
now.
going to just
I
leave now.
tried.
and
Mine's
they're gonna be like,
downloaded,
In a
so we
bit.
gotta wrap this up.
you got to wrap this up. Let's
Yeah.
go. But no,
Mine will be
Fortnite
good.
coming to it.
Mhm.
It's another platform. People are going to love it.
It looked amazing.
I'm
Just the
legit-
bits that they
People-
showed there
Yeah.
on the Switch just look.
It looks so like seamless.
Yeah.
Seamless. It looked
Mhm.
exactly the same as you'd be playing it on like PC
Yeah.
or something. Like
I mean,
that.
look,
I've
they
never
showed
not been
bits in it
playing
that I thought, you know, I haven't seen this on other platforms. Like, it was really, really in depth.
Mhm.
But the
Yeah.
quality of the graphics and everything was really good.
I think
And the battle was there. And
because like if you've got like
It's just the playing it on the
4G,
go aspect.
that's what
got
I
me-
mean. Like
Yeah.
if you've got 4G on your phone or something like that, you can just literally play it
Yeah.
whilst you're traveling somewhere and just have like a quick game or something like that, which would be kind of
Mhm.
interesting.
and it has a huge following in the game anyway.
Exactly. I mean, I
Yeah.
think everybody has been waiting for Fortnite on Switch, and
It was
Yeah.
just one of
it's
those
here.
things that was inevitable. It was going to happen.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
needs to happen.
Yeah.
So it's a big genre.
It'd
And
be crazy
Fortnite
if
is
it
one of the
wasn't
top
there.
ones up there.
yeah.
Oh,
Fortnite
yeah.
on the
Again
fridge,
with
nice.
Bring it
the
on the
battle
Switch.
royale game as well, everybody's interested.
Still
in
waiting
it.
for that announcement.
Yeah, it needs to happen.
Maybe it'll be better on it than the Switch than everywhere else. One can hope.
Another Switch game that was announced was Overcooked 2, which is one I've been
I
waiting
think everyone loved
for
Overcooked 1,
for
so.
so long.
Stressed at it?
Well, I mean, it's only been 2 years.
It is. It
That's
is.
so stressy.
I mean, Overcooked only came out in 2016.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
So it's just ridiculous that it's
Yeah.
coming out so soon. I mean, what is it, the 7th of August?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
that's
mental.
crazy. I mean, the publishers like Team 17 are so fan-driven.
Mhm.
They're amazing. They always try and go above and beyond to make
Mhm.
sure that the fans are getting those games.
Well, they've added new.
Exactly the same as Nintendo.
Yeah, they've added new things to the game as well. So this time round, you can actually pass ingredients to like the opposite side of the kitchens and stuff.
It's not
Yeah.
even that that
Aw.
got me. The one that got me is the new feature, online.
Yeah.
That's
Playing it
something
online with people, yeah.
that
'Cause it's
it's
a very
been waiting
co-op-based
for.
game.
Yeah, I
and,
mean,
you know.
obviously they've still got local, they've still got obviously the like co-op as usual,
Mhm.
but the fact that they've got that online feature is
Yeah.
it's something that it's needed. It's something that I think everyone's been waiting for.
It will be taking it up to the next level, I think,
Yeah.
of what the game needs.
The
Without
challenges
making a
will-
cooking joke, they are definitely catering to what the fans want. I said without making the joke,
But you
like
made it
completely
anyway.
seriously, because I couldn't think of another word.
But I think the challenges will be.
Yeah, they've
Will-
got
will
new
be quite
mechanics, new
difficult.
characters, new stages, new everything.
Mhm. I think I've seen a
It's fun.
flying kitchen as well.
Flying Kitchen,
like
there
a
was.
blue. And I was
There
just
is.
like,
Another amazing thing as well is that some of them are like multi-stage as well.
Oh wow, that will be.
So there's like
It's-
obviously like your final boss
Yeah.
stage
Mhm.
isn't just one area; it can transform.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's also another game.
Awesome.
It's one of them party games as well
Mhm.
that everyone can jump in on, no matter what your level of skill.
Oh, if that was a party game, my parties everyone would leave. I'd make them mad. I get so angry at it. I love it so much, but I get so mad.
I
Rage
don't want to
party.
see you like cooking dinner or anything like that. That'd be
Yeah.
Oh, I
fine.
used to work in
I'm
kitchens,
good.
so the rage is real.
Oh, see,
The
I
rage
can't,
is real.
I can't cook dinner, so if I can't cook, you know, in real life, I'm not going to be able to do it in a game either. So.
Oh dear.
I think, to be honest, online might be dangerous for me. I'll just be like shouting, like, and no one will hear me.
Everyone will just mute you.
I know.
Not listening to this person.
Oh, pass me the onions.
I need onions.
Communication.
All the onions.
Tell me what's happening. No, but that looks absolutely stunning. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be really, really
Mhm.
fun.
One to look forward to.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Mhm.
And super soon.
Mhm.
Yeah, really quick.
One that was a massive surprise was Killer Queen Black.
Mhm.
Doesn't have a release date as of yet. It just says come in 2018. So.
I don't know if many people know, but it used to be a single like arcade cabinet game.
Oh right. Okay.
Okay.
So the fact that they have said obviously it's been completely redesigned from the ground up, it's been reimagined, but the fact that they've revived something that was so special to so many people, I think is fantastic. Instead of just kind of leaving it to become a classic and
Yeah. Well, I kind of like the pixelation
letting it go
element
stagnant.
of how it looks and all that sort of stuff. It looks.
No.
It
Yeah,
looks
well,
different. It,
Nice to keep some retro aspect to
oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
Switch and PC, that one as well.
Ooh, interesting.
Nice.
But yeah, I think that one will be quite fun to play.
Yeah. Well, it's an arcade like platformer mixed with like a strategy game as well, so I think
Yeah.
it'll keep a lot of people's attention and get quite a big audience for it, really.
Well, like you said, it's nice that they're bringing kind of like the retro style.
Yeah, I
back.
mean, I like a few retro style based games.
Yeah.
Keeps it some of the old audiences.
That's what I mean.
and
It'll have like a
Ian
really
and-
big audience, I think.
Mm.
So obviously you've got people who are fans of the original game wanting to know what this new one's going to be like, see if it's going to follow on, see if they've changed things, kept things. And then obviously you've got all the new people, such as myself, that haven't played that original, that want to know what all the hype's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the games that I did find that looked really interesting was Hollow Knight,
It
I
looks
love the
stunning.
look of
I
it. Yeah.
love the graphic style.
and it's out tonight.
Yes, available
my God.
tonight. Yeah.
Another
Tonight.
one. They're just dropping.
I
all
know,
these
I
games.
know. But
Dropping
I
all these
liked
bombs.
Yeah.
that it was the 2D kind of platform,
Side-scrolling based
Side-scroller.
game.
which
It looked phenomenal. Like
Yeah.
the way that
It was
the
just the art style and
graphics
everything.
were.
I just couldn't stop staring at it.
I think it
There's
always
certain games
surprises
out
me,
there.
like with the Switch, how good games can look. Like
Yeah.
no matter what
Yeah.
kind of maybe genre or art style, they always
Yeah.
seem to look.
It's not even that, it's the
Really?
fact that obviously Switch itself acting as like a standalone console when you think of like Xbox, PlayStation, but then obviously when you take it on the go, that graphic
Yeah.
style,
Yeah, it doesn't drop
change.
at all. Yeah.
no, it's beautiful still. It still maintains that amazing quality, and that's what I
yeah,
think.
they've definitely like the
it.
Switch is definitely just up to like everything. Like the handheld console now is just incredible. It really is.
Well, it's top of the line handheld console, isn't it? Now
Definitely,
it's
yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's absolutely phenomenal. The power of what it's got.
And I love that they're not kind of toning down the games that they're bringing out for it as well. I love that they're not just bringing out like small and non-graphical,
Yeah,
intense
for
games
sure.
and stuff. I like
they're
that they're
actually
bringing.
pushing the
Through
boundaries,
spaces,
they're
yeah.
going for what they know people
Yeah.
want. They're pushing that
Yeah.
limit.
Well, obviously later on, after a couple of other lineups we've got to talk about, we have a few really good titles that are graphically intense.
Yeah,
and
we have got
I'm
a
excited
fair
to
Huge,
few.
see them.
intense. Yeah.
I'm excited to
Um,
see them actually on the Switch
Yeah.
to see how it looks visually as well. So
I mean, one we spoke about yesterday was obviously Octopath Traveler, another one that's amazing in terms of how it looks, and that's another one that's got a demo available soon that's on the Switch as well.
Yeah.
We've got Starlink Battle for Atlas, Arena of Valor, Minecraft, Sushi Striker, Pixar, which looked
that looked
amazing.
awesome.
That
Pixar.
was super gone under the radar. Or
I
was that just
know.
me?
Well,
Yeah, no,
seriously.
that was it.
Yeah.
They didn't give too much
I was like,
detail. I was
I
like,
know.
No, but
like,
it's
yeah.
literally just in passing.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
I was like, no, go back.
Yeah, I know.
Where you
What's
going?
that?
But that looked crazy. Obviously, Just Dance 2019, which we
Yep.
can't forget about at all.
Nope.
Dragon Ball
Can't.
Fighters. which
Yeah, that was another one.
looked
That's another one that
crazy,
looks crazy. But
crazy
again, they
also.
just flick past it. It's like so much
Fighters.
tease.
You have to add the Z part. It's
Fighters.
important.
Yeah, that
Full
was-
men's.
Yeah, you're obsessed with your Z's. Bemenzi.
Yeah, we've got Splatoon Octo Expansion.
Octo
Which
Spanner.
looks super cool.
What a
That
title.
looks really fun. That
I like that.
Yeah, we've got
Cool
Toad
word.
Treasure. Obviously, we've got Crash, which everyone knew was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Ninjala, Carcassonne, which stole my heart as a tabletop and board gamer. Carcassonne is by far one of my favourite games, so the fact that that's coming to Switch and I can take it on the go without having to lug a big box of board games around that I don't trust people to not destroy.
Yes.
Like, what are you doing with that piece?
And you
keeping
can't
it safe, like.
Taking a board game around
If
isn't
people
really...
start-
no, that's
I don't think
it's not
it is.
really that portable.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but taking a Switch around is.
No, that's what I mean. It's great. It's the fact that it's not something that's done that often, or at least I've not seen it be done that often. Obviously, you get a lot of them on PC, of course, but it's so nice to have it on the Switch and be able to take it around with you. I think that's just incredible. FIFA 19, which obviously we mentioned earlier on.
Yeah.
Ark,
I think that's
Wasteland
brilliant.
2.
I think that's brilliant that they're bringing Ark to
Ark.
it. I mean, people on PC have been playing it for a while now.
Everyone's gone crazy.
Yeah, it's it's a crazy game. A lot of people jumping on it. It's a crazy game on PC. So to bring that over to a Switch, it's a big game as well. It's powerful.
It is the portable aspect that always gets me. Because
That
I'm
is.
like,
I mean, how can you do that?
That means I can take it on the train.
Yeah.
That means I can play that anywhere.
Everywhere.
That means I can play this at work.
Well, maybe.
Well.
Well.
I mean,
supposed
no, we can't do that.
No, I don't mean played at work.
Can you imagine if you're all just doing this thing on Switch? Just like, yeah.
What are you doing? Showing customers the game.
Exactly.
But after that one, we had Wasteland 2, Paladins.
Which
Paladins is
already
nice.
Paladins.
out on the Switch
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah, Paladins
so
is, yeah.
Yeah.
So that looks
Sure is
pretty
good.
intense. We've got Fallout Shelter
Everyone loves a bit of
as
Fallout
well,
Shelter, I
which
think.
Downloaded
is
that as
crazy
well.
addictive. Dark Souls Remastered.
I'm so hyped.
You're
really
so
looking forward
hyped.
to
So
this game,
nobody break their Switch, please. Everyone, please be careful.
Yeah,
I know.
it's gonna get
Disclaimer:
snapped
if
in
you're playing
half.
Dark Souls,
Oh.
please be super careful with your Switch.
Do
and
not
your
rage.
Joy-Cons.
Rage warning. We need a rage warning.
Yeah,
There should be.
definitely.
There should be one. I don't know how people.
I've
I mean,
played
when-
that game probably like 5 times, and I still rage every
I think
single
everyone should
time.
have a death count every time they play that game.
I don't know because that'll make me more mad.
I know, I'd be
Death count
upset.
1, 2, 3.
I think that'd be kind of cool though.
No,
to see how
definitely
many
not.
times you've died. But
I don't know. No one needs to
Death
know
counts on
that.
that game are brilliant.
Because then it'd just be like going off the screen at the top. Like
Yeah.
it's a lot of zeros there. There's a lot of zeros.
That's true.
I
But
thought 99 was enough. Nope, another one.
no, that's great. So that's another great, amazing, like big title. Obviously, we've got Wolfenstein 2 as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
we
which
mentioned
is
yesterday.
awesome.
Mega Man 11 and Mario Tennis Aces. So people who've been lucky enough to get the demo that was on for Mario Tennis Aces already know what it's about. But
Yep.
the gameplay for that once again just looks amazing.
Yeah.
It looks
It
really
looks so much
clean, really
fun.
crisp.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many titles there that they just showed. They showed so many titles and they didn't go into too much detail either.
Well, I mean, one of them
No.
that people have seen from
So
some of the Nintendo
teasing us.
Directs for the people who follow them was The World Ends With You, which was a DS game originally that
Yeah.
was kind of like a cult classic. Everyone went crazy for it, and then it just kind of filtered away as the newer consoles came out. So it's really nice that they're bringing that back,
Yeah, for sure.
adding a few extra things because it's quite a cryptic title in the sense of what's going on. So that's quite nice that they're adding
Yeah.
something extra as well.
It was really hard to read the writing though. I was kind of looking at it like, what?
No,
Yeah, like what does that say? I need my glasses.
it's such a great game. It's such a unique style as well. I can't wait to see what it's going to be like on the Switch because on the DS they really utilise the dual screens. So you would have the battle going on both screens. So I can't wait to see what that's going to be like
Yeah.
on Switch.
Yeah, I think
That'd
it'll
be good.
I think it'll be cool.
Be nice if like people could use one Joy-Con for one side of the battle and one for the other.
Yeah.
So that'd be quite cool.
Oh, well,
Maybe that's how it would be.
Maybe.
Yeah, and
Do we-
then I guess
think,
there's
I think we need a
one
drum
that-
roll. We need a drum
Yeah.
roll. A little drum roll for
A
this.
new challenger approaches.
Nailed it.
It's me, Mario.
Oh, there we go.
It's a me, a Mario.
Oh!
I can't help it.
What,
I don't
we
think
didn't-
anyone's
why
gonna be
am I
able to
wearing a
help
Mario hat?
I thought we all
Oh,
need Mario. We
could've
need.
got
Well,
one for you.
we
This
could
is where
have.
like someone needs to like launch one across the screen like Cappy, like
Yeah, he was like.
fit perfectly. I think my head's too big for it.
But anyway,
just
the
kinda
big
like-
one that we haven't
Yep.
actually even said yet is the Super Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Ultimate.
Best
Yes.
till last.
Oh
Yeah,
my god,
of
this
course.
game.
Definitely best till last.
I don't think
My
they.
lord, do I love Super Smash.
I think they could have just stuck this as the game, and that would have been it.
No
that
other
was it.
announcement.
Just the whole
Fine.
conference. This thing.
To be honest, I'd still be dead chuffed with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you know
Okay.
what?
It
You know
was
what,
a
Nintendo?
really-
I'm good. This
They
is good.
really
You've
pulled
d-
out the
you
bag
done
for this
good.
one,
Yeah, you did good.
You did good.
You
though.
can go
Like,
home now,
they pulled out all the
Yeah.
stops for this.
They did. It was
Totally.
amazing.
It's the fact that it's all the characters.
Literally.
So you got all the characters from Melee, obviously Super Smash Bros. Brawl,
Yeah.
and they all look
DLCs, everything
absolutely
like that.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
again.
They did.
Like, they're all just.
It's stunning. I mean, obviously at the start, I think it's the 12 standard characters that you get, and then obviously it's all the others from
then you
like
just kept
additional quests,
building.
potential DLC.
Yeah.
And it just kept building up the characters and building up the characters.
It's the fact they've
and
changed
building
some
up
of
the
like their
characters.
ultimate moves as well. They've made everything look slicker,
Every
stronger.
character looked like it was
Oh.
a unique way of fighting as well. So no matter which character you pick, it's going to be a unique
The thing
way
that
of
I
battling.
loved was the whole idea of the echo characters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
that
so you
was
got different
crazy.
variations on the characters.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, they did it with Peach, didn't they? They had Daisy.
Daisy. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
and I
did.
like how they added like the different voices for them as well. Like just very,
Yeah,
very
like for
slightly.
Bayonetta.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like the different gun sounds.
Yeah.
Something as small as that is just brilliant.
Yeah.
The amount of detail that they put
Mhm.
into things like that. They
This
know how
game
much
was-
fans love Super Smash.
This game's going to be a big hit,
Mm.
and
But
it's brought some new characters to it as well, which I think a
Mm.
lot of people are excited for.
Yeah, they fit in so well. I mean, just looking at a little bit of the gameplay, looking at their moves, they're going to fit in as though they've always been there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not as though anyone's stronger than the other. It's not that
Yeah.
it's going to be unbalanced. They've put so much effort in already.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the characters they've put in is like they've put Solid Snake in it, and I think some people
Brought
have
him
been,
back.
some
yeah.
people absolutely they saw it and they just were like flip table. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They loved it. Solid Snake's in there.
I think they'll bring out an amiibo for him. They've got to.
Yeah.
Oh, they need to.
They 100% have
They've got to
to.
actually bring in.
There's
They
some,
said
like,
they were going to
fan
bring a
versions
lot.
online that I was looking at out of sheer love.
Yeah.
And there was somewhere like look, he's hiding off under the
Yeah.
box, and
He's such an iconic
it
character.
is.
Yeah.
So
They couldn't have done it without him. I mean,
I
they
love
brought
the
everyone
move
else.
that he does though, where he's just like in the box.
Yeah.
and
In the box.
exclamation mark.
The
comes
alert-
up.
the alert.
Yeah. It was just really, really.
the alert with the sound
awesome.
effects, and then he just pops up.
Yeah, they brought Ice Climbers back as well, so it wasn't just Snake. Because obviously
Yeah. No.
Snake's not been in a Smash game for, 10 years?
10 years.
Yeah, I think
Something like that.
it's
Yeah.
It's a long
while.
Yeah.
I wanted
That's
to
a long time.
I want it to be amazing and broken, and everyone's going to just play as him.
Well, yeah, but yeah, Ice Climbers are the other one. Like I said, obviously we've got the new characters as well. So we've got the Inkling boy and girl.
Yep.
Yep,
I
from
think it said
Splatoon.
8 different.
Yeah, there's
character
8
different
colours and
skins.
stuff,
Yeah.
They did the
for
same
sure.
with some of the like me characters as well. So
Mhm.
they've got a lot more skins. They've amended the face and changed the face of the fitness instructor from
Yeah.
Wii Fit.
Yep.
So there's a lot of tweaks and changes that they've made that didn't need to be
Yeah.
made. Really, it's not.
I think they
something
said there
that's
was over
vital,
like
but it's so
thousands,
beautiful that
thousands
they've
of
put that
changes they've
effort in.
made just to the characters.
Yeah, they said it'd be
Mhm.
over 1,000 if someone was
Over
to
a
count.
Oh my
thousand if
gosh,
someone
that's wild.
counted
Yeah.
them, which is
That's
they
a
didn't
lot.
need to do it as such.
I'm
but
happy they changed the face of the
Yeah,
fitness lady.
she was a little bit
She looked.
haunting.
Yeah, she looked a little bit creepy.
Like I'm terrified of
Little bit.
mannequins, and she reminded me of mannequins. So I was like, oh, she's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
This is gonna haunt my dreams later.
I'm never playing as her ever.
It's just when somebody else pictures you, like, oh my god, no,
Yeah.
don't come near me, please save me, anyone.
yeah,
One
But
for you
no.
because you're a Pokemon lover is the female Pikachu.
Yeah, she's so
The female
cute.
Pikachu and the female Pokemon trainer.
Yeah.
That's something I loved. I love the
Yes.
fact that the little Pikachu Lucha Libre though was a
Yeah.
girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just like rocking up, taking names.
Cute little female.
and there was also
Wrestling.
another new character, Ridley.
I was not expecting that at all.
I think
no.
they did a
That-
whole little cutscene for it as well. It was
Mhm.
brilliant.
They couldn't not announce.
It was
a new
really cool.
character
It
like
was really
that.
cool.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, the announced the Inkling. I was like, that can't be it. There's
Yeah.
going to be a new. They're going to have to do their new challenger approaches bit. They can't go
Yeah.
without doing that.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's kind of the nemesis, the rival of obviously, it's like Samus is
Mhm.
crazy. I mean, the moves of Ridley, just from the little bit that we saw, look as though it's going to be an absolute game
Yeah.
changer.
I like
Another,
it a lot.
another,
I'm
another
gonna
dinosaur.
choose that guy.
Dragon.
Another dinosaur in the game.
All the time.
All the dinosaurs.
All the time. Oh yeah.
See, everyone loves dinosaurs.
Me dinosaurs.
You and your dinosaurs.
I know. What can I say?
But the bit that caught my attention more than anything else, they
Yeah.
said 7th of December this year.
I loved how they dragged it out though. They were like launching.
Yeah.
Wait, is it
Da-
launching?
da- 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 da-
Launching 7th December.
We got you. And they're like, we'll sort you out, fam.
We've got the 8-player battle as well. We haven't mentioned that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
so you can
8-player
do,
battle.
which is
bringing that
huge.
back.
They brought a lot of the maps back. There's so many maps, and they've refined the maps
Some
as
of
well
them
from
look
the old
absolutely
ones.
Stunning.
Mhm.
They really, really do.
So they've made new maps, and they brought like the older maps are in it, and they've
Yeah. Like when
they've texturized them up and made them really
Yeah.
nice looking.
like when they showed the screenshot of like one of the older maps and then the newer
Oh,
maps.
it's one of the
just like,
jungle ones, wasn't
oh
it?
my
Yes.
goodness. Like the difference in quality is just unbelievable.
It's just crazy.
It's
But
it's gonna
everyone
be
was
awesome.
waiting for this.
Mhm.
I mean, calling it Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is definitely the perfect title for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Had to, yeah.
Because it's everything I need. And I need it right now.
Oh,
Well,
here
you got to
we
wait
go.
until
Well,
December.
the
Again.
impatience is back. You know it's
Yeah.
going to be back. It's
We know.
Nintendo. And
We
I want
know.
everything they ever have. All the time, always.
But no,
Oh, I can't remember
Nintendo did a really good conference. I think.
Yeah.
No,
like,
that was such a perfect thing to finish on as well.
Yeah.
It,
They put
they've got
the.
such a strong opening and such a strong finisher. It's crazy.
I think they put the right amount of detail into the right titles as well. showing them.
Definitely. The amount of time that was spent on Super Smash was
deserve
perfect.
it. Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
They didn't go on too long about it, but they went through everything that we needed to know, and it is a
Mhm.
case that we needed to know it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not like they rambled on or told us irrelevant information.
It's not just like,
No.
oh, here's the new game.
Oh,
These are some of the
we've added new
characters.
stuff.
There's a bit of a map.
It's the fact they didn't just go, oh, some of the characters have new skills.
No, they
And
showed
that's it.
they
And then
showed
went
the
on.
skills. They
Yeah.
showed
Which
the
does
battle. They
happen.
showed the
Yeah.
characters. It was great.
Yeah, it was nice that they went into depth about it.
I think it's because all the fans that follow it, and it does seem, I know I sound like I'm speaking for everyone, but it does seem to be a thing. It's one of those games that people have always loved and always will. So when a character does change, they will want to know every single detail, every aspect that's altered, why it's been changed, what it's going to do, how that's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
affect
I
something.
think it's going to change it in the fact that you're going to have to know it to play it because there's so many different characters now,
Oh, but it's great.
and there's so many different ways of playing and
Well,
moves
it's just
and fights.
so
and-
nice to have them all back in one place, and it. Oh, it's
And they've
just
all got their own
amazing. I'm so
different
happy.
like finishing
big-
moves.
I'm
and-
just, I just want to like
Yeah.
happy
It's
cry.
like
Like
a
I'm so,
happy-
oh,
It's like a happy family
Yeah.
that fight each other.
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
love.
Fighting with love.
Yeah. Well, fact you like to
Yeah.
party? I don't want us to
Mario
party.
Party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
fair enough.
Wow.
Thank you.
I will say
I
that
was
that
just
one's all
like,
right, though.
yeah, moving on.
Yeah.
Next, please.
But no, they definitely did a good conference, and
Yeah, I think the whole of E3 has been amazing. To be honest,
It really has.
the whole of E3 has been an amazing event.
So many
to watch.
surprises. So many more questions.
There's
There
been
we
questions
are.
raised
Death
everywhere.
Stranding. What?
Death Stranding,
even-
yes.
What?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
That's definitely the game I'm most looking forward to, though.
Yeah.
Just purely because I know nothing about it.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
I wonder if when we actually get to play the game though, whether we still won't know anything
No, we
about it
won't
once
know.
we
I
complete
would
it.
I
like
hope
to
not.
not know, to be honest. I'd like to go into it with not knowing things.
Oh yeah, well, I
And
think
just
that's
be-
what's going to
yeah,
happen, to be honest.
I mean, you know what I mean?
If
Like,
you
not
figure it
knowing
out, you will be the only other person
Yeah.
other than Kojima.
I know. He's literally going to be
A
like, buy
sense-
this game, and we'll buy it, and then we're just like, but we don't understand anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it'll be
gonna be
amazing game to play.
But yeah, that's definitely like the game I'm looking forward to the most. What about
Mhm.
you, Ben?
I am looking forward to, I know it doesn't have a release date or anything yet, but Elder Scrolls 6.
Mhm.
I'm really looking
I
forward
think
to
that's
that.
grabbed a lot of people's attention
Yeah.
now.
Because I'm
Mhm.
really intrigued to see what they do with it, because I want to know what parts of, obviously, the entire map that they're going to be bringing into it.
I just want to know
so-
where
Yes.
it is.
Yeah,
Like, where
that-
are you set? Where are
that's
you?
what I mean. I want to know where it's set, or whether everything is in it.
Mm.
Whether they have
The
everything.
whole Tamriel.
Yeah,
All the
that's what I
stuff.
mean. But
Just put it all in
That'd
there.
be pretty cool.
Put it all in the
and I
game.
want to see how it
All
plays.
in there.
I
Chuck it
just,
in.
I just want to know.
I think I'd need
Yeah.
another
a lot more
console
about
just so
it,
I'd have
yeah.
enough memory.
Put it all in.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. But no,
Oh.
I think that's the one I'm most excited for.
Mm.
I don't know how you can pick one game.
What
I
about
really,
you, Charles?
I don't know how you can pick
Pick
one
one.
game.
Come on,
So
pick
I'm not
one.
going to pick
No.
No,
one.
because last time I
You
asked you
have
pick
to
one, you
pick
picked
one.
three.
I
If you-
can't pick
Yeah,
one.
you have to just pick one.
I,
'Cause as
I
soon
can
as I talk
narrow it
about
to
another one, I'll
two.
just
I
go,
can narrow it to two.
Two
I
we
can
can
do
do.
No,
We can
no,
do two.
whatever the first one is, that's the one.
Mm,
Mm.
Just say
At
two.
times, you know, I would.
I know.
I don't
I
think
like
what.
Fallout 76.
Don't say and. I can see it. I can see it
Don't say and.
forming.
Why Fallout 76?
Fallout 76. I've always followed the Fallout games. They're
Mhm.
an amazing game. Bethesda always make great games on them. And then this one's online, and it's added so much information, more into the game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then they want you to be able to have a helmet as well. So
Yeah.
I want that helmet.
So slowly
power
building
armor.
a suit of armor. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
that would be cool.
Yes.
I think it's good that, yeah, obviously it's a multiplayer game online and things, but you've got the kind of solo
The solo
aspect as
aspect
well.
as
If
well.
you wanted to do it, because
Yeah.
I think Fallout, like, that's a lot of the reasons why maybe people want to play it and stuff, is for that story and stuff.
It is
Yeah.
just the dedicated like service though. How small they are.
Yeah.
That I think is just
Mm.
Yeah.
so incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going
I'm
to be
just-
actually really interesting. Like,
Yeah.
a
I'm just gonna
super
love
nice change
getting in the
compared to,
game.
like, massive multiplayer.
I'm gonna love getting in the game, getting that power
I was gonna
armor.
love playing it, Pip.
Getting in there, getting the
That's
power
what
armor,
Yeah.
dropping some nukes on some people. Just
Yeah.
Go and get me
Don't
loot.
play with Sean.
I know.
Will you play
On the
with me or
weekend?
against me?
Oh,
Come on, Bex.
this guy.
This guy.
I think it was Last of Us 2. Like, that just
Oh.
took my breath away.
That's a good
Like, the
choice.
whole presentation of it, it was so... like, I think that was maybe the highlight for me was, like, Sony's conference, as well as E3. But, yeah, just the way they set it up, like, showing, like the romance aspect, as well as,
was-
like, just
it
the
was really
brutality of
nice.
it. Man, I'm so hyped.
That juxtaposition though.
Oh, good word.
Mm.
Nice. I like that.
That's that English lit for
Mhm.
you.
Again, yeah, like the gameplay and everything, that was so smart. Like, we talked a wee bit about it, but like just being able to see it on like the engines it's going to run
Mhm.
and like the way she's going to play and things.
Mhm.
Just even the way she looks now.
Yeah, oh, it's so
She's
weird
pretty
to see
cool.
her,
Have
like,
you
grown
seen?
up,
Have you seen the
though.
pictures
They're
of
all
her?
grown up.
Have you seen the pictures they put out from the old one and the new one?
No.
Oh, they're so good. The way that they've made her look like she's grown up. They look really good. The way
She's a real
Yeah.
people.
it looks really
She's
good.
one of them real
But
people.
it's nice to obviously go from that journey of watching Ellie be such. She wasn't so.
She wasn't a sheltered
Well, like we
child,
said the other
but
day, she wasn't innocent, but
No.
obviously in
She was a
comparison to what she
child.
is now, she
Yeah.
kind of was.
Yeah.
yeah, and then obviously now she's grown up into obviously a young woman, and
Mhm.
she's just badass.
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
Got it.
Pip, your game.
I went first. It's nice to know you listened to me. Well, let's hope the viewers aren't as rude as you.
It's just many.
It's like
No, that was definitely the one I was looking forward to. In terms of like my highlight or the favourite thing I've seen though, it's definitely Pokemon. Even though it had already been announced and I already knew that it was a thing and I knew what was happening, the fact that they've given us, in my opinion, so much more information, especially with that panel board afterwards, as to what's going to happen, how it's going to be, what the battles look like, what you can and can't do. I think it's just going to be amazing.
We still don't know what the circles are, but I'm sure we will figure
I need
that
to
out.
know about the little weird circly lines.
We're just going
the
to be on
circly
Google.
flashy lines.
We're just going to
I
be on
googled
Google.
it and no one knows.
Yet.
So if any of
Yeah.
you know, tell me, please. I'm begging you. I need to know.
But no, it was definitely nice to see a lot more information about it.
Mhm.
Well, I think that was probably one of mine as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just because
highlight buddies.
I'm a big Pokemon fan, and it was nice to obviously get
Yeah.
more.
I think it's going to get a lot more
Details
people
about
into
it.
Pokemon as well.
No, that's what I mean. That's why I think it's great that they've not just segregated Pokemon Go with Pokemon, and that they have kind of merged them together to bring what could potentially be a brand new
What
series.
people like from one Pokemon, and then you've got Pokemon Go. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like the
I know what you
briefly
mean by that.
mention, of course, obviously that the main series is still going ahead. It's not as
Yeah.
though that's taken over from it. It's not that it's taken away from it. But obviously we've got to wait a bit longer because that's
Yeah.
at the moment rumoured for 2019.
Just think this time next year, we might be hearing about the new Pokemon.
Don't, because
game.
I'll like pee myself with
The
excitement.
new,
It's gonna happen.
the new,
I'm gonna cry and I'm
Oh.
gonna have like an emotional breakdown. It's gonna be brilliant.
Oh.
I'm gonna be happy about it and cry and.
We'll have to come back to this. We'll have to like think
Yeah.
about.
It'll be the
time.
exact same thing. I'll
Yeah.
look exactly how I reacted today, and I'll just still be like, oh, at exactly the same point.
What about
she freaked out for the exact same amount of time. That's
what
weird.
about your favourite highlights? Is it you still
Yeah.
sticking with The Last of Us?
Last of Us. I mean, there was so much, like Elder Scrolls 6 as well. I
Mhm.
couldn't believe it. I was like, they're not gonna do it. It's fine. Like they say it every year, but we're not gonna
it was
see
a
it. It's not
bomb
gonna
drop,
happen.
wasn't it? It
But I
was,
was
like a
like,
mic
ooh.
drop on the situation.
Just even like those gold letters, man.
I know.
It's just
Oh,
so nice.
So emotional to see gold letters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But yeah.
there's too many titles to say.
okay. You're
To-
allowed your other one, seeing as you're asking again, because I know that's what you're going for. I can see it in your face.
Yeah. No, I want Resident Evil 2. I want Resident Evil 2.
I knew you were gonna end up saying that.
It's not going to be like everyone's kind of like not going to want to play it because it's going to be. I know it's going to be scary and it's going to be.
It was your
brilliant.
face when you were watching it, though. It
I was
looked like
like-
you're falling in love.
I was like, that's
Just
my
like that
game. That's my
glossy
You
game.
little-
just imagine
Oh.
him running through a field, just frolicking,
running
with,
towards the game like,
Oh
oh
my gosh.
running towards Resident
Oh, I'm
Evil
going to love
2.
this game. I'm gonna love this game.
I'm gonna love it so much.
And then like just a zombie pops out and it's just
Yeah.
like,
Zombie
Ah,
comes up.
at the
It's-
moment.
Yeah, I've always loved my horror games, and this it's just going to be amazing.
It already
if
looks so
anything,
polished, though.
if
It's
anything like
crazy.
Resident Evil 7, they've taken bits from that, kept Resident
Mm.
Evil 2 storyline and aspects. It's going to be really, really
It was
good.
just the shock in the crowd. You could feel
I
it.
know.
The fact that everyone's always wanted it, everyone's always been asking for it. It's one of those things. It's like, oh, they're never going to do it.
Mhm.
It's never going to happen. It's going to be dragged out.
Yeah.
No, they were like, no, it's coming.
It's
It's
there.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's here. It's coming.
I think they've done it so well though. They needed that time just to perfect it and things like that because it
Yeah.
I
looks
still feel bad for the rat though.
what it deserves.
the
Oh,
rat
I
at the
know.
beginning.
I was
The
like,
rat-
why are you zooming in on that? Don't do this to me.
Yeah, when I feel
I'm sorry.
the
friend.
rat got. Yeah.
The rat knew before
squished.
us though. Which
I
is a bit
thought you were
rude.
going to be like playing as an animal or something. I was,
I
like,
was
oh,
wondering
this
what it
is-
was at
I thought it was
first,
going
to
to be
be
like a
honest.
horror animal game
Yeah,
or something
or I
like
was
that.
thinking, oh, is it like an indie title where you
Yeah.
kind of run
I honestly
around,
thought it was like a prop
collecting?
hunt based game at first. Cause I thought,
Yeah,
I thought
no, I can remember you saying that actually, because obviously all the boxes that were falling, and obviously he was running
Yeah.
away.
I was
and
like, is this guy looking for something in the
can
room?
you imagine that? Like, oh, it's prop oh, it's Resident Evil.
And then it was like Resident Evil.
Not
and I
even
was like,
close.
Yeah.
I wish
Yeah.
we could like have a reaction video of what we all thought things were before it started,
Maybe next time we'll
because
go.
Yeah.
we're so
We called it
wrong.
out so wrong.
Yeah.
So wrong, so many times.
Especially when someone was like, "That's definitely this, 100%." Like they're full on
And then
adamant,
like
and then
keep
it's
watching
just
like, oh no,
no, it's not.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
not
I'll
even the
just,
same
I'll
genre.
just go over here.
Not even the same genre, not even the same art style. How have I done this? Embarrassing.
But no, it's been an incredible E3.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
one of my favourite E3s so far, actually.
It is.
I think,
It- It's just been so full of
Often-
surprises, and I know I've mentioned it loads already, but I still can't get over how many people and publishers, developers, everything, have really taken everything on board, whether it's been criticism, feedback,
Yeah.
what people want, what they don't,
Yeah.
anything. And
Yeah.
everyone's taken it on board, and everyone's gone in the perfect direction. It's
Yeah.
mental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the conferences have also put the full effort in this year.
Yeah,
I mean-
some of it,
Microsoft
I mean,
were just,
Well, it's not
Microsoft
even that, it
was
was The Last of Us.
yeah.
That's what did it for me. I was like, why are they just in what looks like a strange little pop-up church kind of setting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
So
I was like,
sick.
fair enough. Like,
It
you
was
know.
like, we're going to take you on a journey, and then obviously when they're
And then when
And then
you
it
saw it
started,
in-
I was like,
oh,
the music, like, is this what I think it is? And I was like, I still don't really understand why they're sitting there, though. Because they'd mentioned, obviously, they were going from a few different venues.
Mm.
But I didn't really know what the relevance was, except for... Because I thought at first, they're taking you on a journey, like a game takes you on a journey. That's quite nice. But the fact that... Don't look at me like that.
Did they,
Judging me for being
Stupid.
sappy, I saw that. But the fact that as soon as they went to that initial clip where Ali was there, kind of like a barn dance. Kind
it
of
looked
thing.
like they're taking what was in the game, put it in real life,
And it
and set
looked
people there.
identical. Like, not similar,
Yeah.
identical.
Yeah, that's so true.
And I
Yes.
was like, my dear God,
Yeah.
how have you done this?
I think my
It was just,
favourite
really
it was
be
just
living in The
absolutely
Last of Us.
breathtaking. It was the amount of effort and
Yeah.
detail. It's crazy.
my favourite point from like the event sort of side of things was the dancing panda. Having a dancing panda coming in,
Bo repping.
Bo repping her panda.
Repping
Bo
that-
loves her
repping that
pandas.
panda
Panda
hat.
Bo loves her pandas.
I do love pandas.
I didn't know what that was at
I
first. I
think
thought
I
that was
have
just
like
a great
12
opener.
pandas.
Yeah,
Penny.
that was one thing when you... I can't believe you...
I didn't know what
I
it
can't believe
was.
you
I
didn't
thought it was
know
just a
that.
great
You were like,
opener.
oh, this is a great opening sequence. Everyone's upbeat. It's just dance.
Just dancing. I was like, it's a game.
Like, oh, I see.
I would have loved to have seen your like face when you were watching that. Like, what is this?
I was
Like, your face
Did you not
just
see it?
been-
He was like,
No,
I was like a bit confused. I was like, what is
must have
this?
just been like the perfect confused.
This is a weird way to open up like your thing. But I
Yeah,
thought
'cause
this
there's
is
never
a brilliant
been
way to open it
dancing
up.
games.
I mean, I don't look like I dance, to be honest, do I? So I'm not a dancer.
Secret Just
dancing.
Dance fan, don't lie.
Yeah, he was dancing, but I don't instantly go to Just Dance.
But
But
he's
why
just
else would he be
dancing.
dancing?
Oh,
I don't know, putting on a good show.
Oh my
couldn't
lord.
help it.
but no, I think a lot of the companies, developers have just pulled out like incredible games.
All the stops.
Yeah,
Pulled out all the stops.
definitely.
It's just the fact that they've been so open as to what they're working on.
Mhm.
Not just, oh, this is what we've got for this year, next year. That's it. The fact they've been talking about potential games in
Yeah.
the future, what publishers, developers they're working with, where they're thinking
How
of
they
going.
work with communities as well.
Exactly.
The community aspect's coming in so much.
Oh,
Like with the
yeah.
EA, obviously taking out the
Well, yeah,
loot
exactly.
boxes and
Mhm.
all that sort of stuff. I mean, that's a massive, massive
It's just nice
deal.
to see that they're being so open and honest with everybody, admitting potential wrongdoings, potential like good things, what they're
Yeah.
improving on, what they're changing, but also, well, like obviously with Elder Scrolls 6 and things
Yeah.
like that,
Mm,
just potential games to look forward to in the future,
Yeah.
just so
of course.
to show kind of like, look, we know this
Yeah.
is what you want,
Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
on the way.
Mm.
Yeah, it's coming.
Stick with us, guys.
It's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah. It's been a good E3.
No,
Been
definitely.
happy to spend it with you guys as well.
Yeah,
Aww.
no, it's been good. It's been brilliant. It's been very tiring. Like,
Definitely.
Tiring, but
Just
worth it.
Can't wait-
Exhausted.
yeah.
100% worth it.
I can't wait to sleep though. And
Heck
I can imagine
Yes.
everybody else who's
Uh-huh.
watched E3 cannot wait to just fully sleep
I
as
don't know,
well.
yeah, but there's already so many games that have dropped that I need to play.
Yeah.
You just need to
Don't sleep while they're downloaded.
get some
it's
little
fine.
toothpicks and just keep your eyes open and play some games.
I like Tom and Jerry
Mm.
style.
I haven't watched that in ages.
But no, you say that you want sleep. You're gonna go home and play Jurassic World.
Yeah,
aren't you?
that's 100%
Yeah.
gonna happen. Yeah.
Right.
People have already got like
Right.
Fortnite downloading, so you're all lying to me when you say you're gonna have a nap.
Yeah. Like literally the last probably half an hour, people just been playing Fortnite while watching us.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Just us in the background. That's why we've got a podcast too, though.
it is. So you can always catch up.
So you can play something and listen to us
Mhm.
at the same time.
But yeah.
Technology, future.
Mm.
Technology.
Are we
now.
gonna leave it here?
I,
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
that's going to wrap it up, isn't
Yeah.
it? Really. I mean,
Thanks
that's all the
though
information.
for joining us at E3 TMI, guys. We
Yeah.
really enjoyed having you with us
Mhm.
and being able to discuss the points with you. We'd really love your feedback as well. So if you can leave a few comments or let us know what you thought as well, that'd be really appreciated.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks,
See you
guys.
next
We'll
year.
see you later.
Bye.
Bye.